don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like life.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the New England Patriots. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
You ready? Mike 50. One twist. Check it out, protein, spell, snap.
Going quickly here to Thomas. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 9 catches, 122 yardage-wise, and a score as well.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Looking to throw. Downing. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy. Take care of the football. We're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
The numbers a week ago for Michelle, 18 carries, 107 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Now this throw caught left side. That goes as a gain of 11. And a Patriot first down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Run up.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On third down, Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage. And now it's 4th down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the gun on 3rd down. Downing. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Well, a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and it's third down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or 2. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So they have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
We own them. We own them.
From the 45 on second down, Mariota. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
This is Harris on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Mariota from the gun on third down. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now a run with Geis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go, here we go. 70, Indy. 5, 53, check 53.
On 1st and 10, Downing. Jones has it. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Downing, able to find his running back, Geis. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. 2nd and 2. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. And no doubt he's come out of the gate strong, only in week 3, and you see the numbers thus far. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mariota to throw it. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On the delay, here's Harris. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Looking to throw. Downing. Rolling to his right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start on the ground with Geis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Off play action. Downing. They complete it to Hill. Pushes over him.
Now that's just not right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to... do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mariota now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
First down, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator.
Number 53. Mike 53. Watch the slant.
6-6. Pull it high. No. Five.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Gone. On the ball.
Throwing on first down. Downing. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Downing. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. On first down, Downing. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Downing. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Big rip.
Back to throw. Downing. Gets this one to Hill. Now is signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Downing. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd down, Mariota again. Throw left side complete. That's Fields. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota got his man complete over the middle. It's Fields. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mariota. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They'll run on 1st down. Culver, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some...
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Downing. Thomas has got it. Complete. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Looking to throw. Downing. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 2 times. Hey. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Rock it. Ready?
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Josh Hill His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. What's good on the extra point? And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Darius Geis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
They go play action. Mariota. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hurry.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And the Saints first down. Hit it.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a toss. This is Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Geis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A run, it's Murray. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Downing. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Saints on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Encroachment, defense.
Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
Out of the gun, Geis. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Kill. 25, check 25. Squeeze.
Now Geis trying to get to the outside, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Lutz with the extra point.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a throw here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
They go back to Murray on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down, here's an option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They run with Murray. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We get a look at the Saints defense as they file into position. They've got the victory in sight. You've been in this spot before back in your playing days. How nice is it to go out there pretty much knowing this is a victory?
It's beyond nice. It's what you build for each and every week that you're getting ready to play. And that's a tough, long week of practice. But to be able to turn it into a win and be able to enjoy it, yeah, that's why you play.
Now they'll just be looking here for one final stop in the waning moments. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Alex Anzalone. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for New Orleans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back